I arrived at the quaint, solitary house nestled between the ancient brooding trees. The description on Airbnb hadn't done it justice. It was old, a relic from a forgotten time, but held an eerie charm in its creaky wooden panels and moss-covered stone walls. The trees stood guard around it, their gnarled branches seeming like bony arms reaching out to the house. As I stepped inside, the house welcomed me with a chill, a sudden drop in temperature that seemed to seep into my bones. The interior was tastefully done, antiquated yet comforting, however. A faint, musty odor lingered in the air. I explored the rooms, each holding a piece of the past within its confines. The basement door was jammed. After a struggle, it gave way with an ear-splitting creak. A stale, dead air escaped, filling my nostrils. The light flickered erratically, casting a sickly yellow glow over a dusty old trunk in the corner. Out of curiosity, I decided to open it. What I found chilled me to the bone. A collection of old photographs, all featuring previous occupants, their eyes scratched out and a single word scribbled at the back: consumed. That night, I awoke to a whispering, a soft hiss that seemed to originate from the walls themselves. A cold dread filled me as I stepped out of bed, following the sound to the basement door, slightly ajar. The whispering turned into a cacophony of hushed voices, an incomprehensible, pleading chorus. As I descended the basement stairs, the photographs flashed in my mind. I felt an unseen presence, something malevolent and ancient. In the flickering light, shadows danced grotesquely, the trunk in the corner seeming to throb with an unseen energy. Suddenly, I was not alone. Figures appeared, spectral shadows that were the previous occupants, their eyes hollow, filled with a deep, chilling sadness. The whispering grew to a fever pitch, their voices pleading, begging for release. I scrambled to escape, the figures closing in on me, their cold, spectral fingers reaching out. The house seemed to come alive, echoing their pain and sorrow. I raced up the stairs, slamming the basement door shut, and fled the house. My heart pounded as I started my car, gravel crunching under the tires as I peeled away. As I glanced back in my rearview mirror, the house stood ominously under the moonlight, the figures staring out from the windows, their forlorn faces etched in my memory. The horrifying experience stayed with me, a haunting reminder of my brush with the supernatural. The house, I later discovered, had a grim past, each occupant mysteriously disappearing, their last known residence being the quaint, solitary house in the woods. My Airbnb host had mysteriously disappeared as well, his account deactivated, the house no longer listed. What was left was a chilling tale, an Airbnb experience that transcended into a terrifying encounter with the paranormal. The end.